Welcome everyone to Let's Go With It Live, the hot game show where we do, in fact, sometimes, occasionally, get on with it. Have had a few days to recover from the sojourn that was the Cinder Rose Data Angels game. What a ride that was. My playthroughs are definitely longer this time around than they were with the original game last fall. I looked at like, oh yeah, I did this playthrough in one sitting. Oh, I did this playthrough in one sitting. And they didn't take me 17 fucking hours. So, there was definitely a mental shift that's happened between then and now. I'm just dragging my ass. Maybe it's because I have to keep taking all of Svendsgard's shitty bases. We got things to do, though. We got some aliens to play. Before we play some aliens, we got some movies to watch. We should watch the opening, once again, for Sid Meier's Alien Crossfire. Which, let me pinpoint, yep, that's where it is.
In the years since planetfall, the human settlements have grown, carving a new world out of the chaos of planet's surface. An uneasy peace exists between the factions, broken only by the occasional skirmish for resources. That uneasy peace is shattered by a new arrival in the skies above Chiron. Two scout ships from different factions of a far-flung alien race arrive, seeking the location of a lost nexus of energy, the legendary Sixth Manifold. As the scout ships break apart, the survivors head for planet's surface in a handful of life pods, bringing with them a generations-old blood feud that can only end in the destruction of one side. The humans are caught in an alien crossfire.
The word generation there is doing a lot of work, as the blood feud between the caretakers and usurpers is really, 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 really old. Because the progenitors are really, 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 really old. And perhaps we shall be delving into their story, though that story has been mentioned, particularly in the last playthrough, as we cleared the tech tree. Alien Crossfire, so they're coming out together, baby. Let's get this party rolling. We're gonna bust out the actual map of planet here with the huge flavor, so the AIs have more space to maybe not die to the usurpers. We'll be playing on Transcend difficulty, of course. Customized rules, do or die is going back off. Because the alien factions are more powerful than the human factions, and the usurpers are on the board. The usurpers are, what if you took Miriam and you took her, like, research penalty, and you didn't just nullify it, you did the inverse. It's not a research bonus, it's let me shower you with techs at start. Usurpers have no research penalty, and they are fierce and aggressive, and they are ready to fight. We're not playing as them. We could also turn blind research on if I wanted, because the progenitors don't actually take that penalty. What did exactly kick it all off, Darkfire Phoenix? Okay, Gaia's stepdaughters and the University of Planet, congratulations, you were our finalists. You survived the polls. Zakharov in particular survived a sudden death knife fight with Miriam. He did a good job. Farewell, Deidre. Farewell, Zakharov. Let's go ahead and just click this, because that's all of our faces. The Manifold Caretakers, we are playing. Caretaker Lular Mini, the world, I'll have to be reminded how the Caretaker pronounces their name. Unknown background, the agenda is to prevent transcendence. We start with progenitor psych, Centauri ecology, field modulation, information networks, and biogenetics. We have plus 25% to defensive combat. We can sense and manipulate resonance fields. We have a +1 planet score, because we understand the workings of planet, the 6th manifold. We get free recycling tanks at every base. Let me say that again. Every base gets the recycling tanks building for free. What does the recycling tanks building do? It provides +1 to all tile yields in the base square. Yeah, we have an energy grid at each base. More on that in a bit. We make planetfall with a Mark 1 Battle Ogre and extra colony pods. So a Mark 1 Battle Ogre has 6 attack, has 3 resonance defense, 1 move, it can never be repaired, and it counts as like extra police strength, so like a double police unit. So it suppresses 2 drones instead of 1. All prototyped combat units have a 2 square sighting radius due to resonance sensitivity. We can direct our research efforts, even if blind research was on, because we rediscover technology and infrastructure that's been lost. And finally, if you don't have this on in the custom rules, we possess a physical scan of planet's surface. We know what the fuck this map looks like, which, it's planet. So, we always know if you've played Planet once, you know what the planet looks like. As this title notes, Progenitor Easy Street. The progenitor factions are more powerful than the human factions. There is no doubt about that. Our opponent, we'll go ahead and review. Not just, although I am playing them in the next run, it's important to know who our main adversary is for this Alien Crossfire. And that is the Manifold Usurpers, led by Usurper Judah Mar, who wishes to subvert planet for galactic domination. They get a +1 to growth and morale. Let me stress that again, a +1 to growth. Yeah, that's great. They have a -1 to planet. They get a 25% combat bonus offensively, along with the free recycling tanks at every base in the energy grid. They also get the other things down here at the bottom that the caretakers do. So they are ready to crush. And, let's see how these human factions fare with being caught in the Crossfire. They're probably fucked.
City flowering. Horrors visited upon neighboring systems must never be repeated. Therefore, if it means the end of our evolution as a species, so be it. Caretaker Lular Mini. Sacrifice. Life.
Caretaker Lular, Understood. Probably just gonna call him the Caretaker. Caretaker, the disastrous space battle above the skies of planet has ended, and the shattered remnants of your flagship are preparing to land on the surface. Your only comfort is that the usurper vessel was destroyed as well, but you can look forward to facing your nemesis somewhere on the vastness of planet. You now shape the destiny of your Caretaker faction, which has just made planetfall. Do my eyes deceive me? Is that a monolith? We have so much rainy space around us. Okay, we are on the central landmass. I think the other runs I have done where I've shown off the map of planet, I've either been here, or I've been here in the monsoon jungle. This is my first time having streamed being on this one. We have 3 colony pods, we have a scout patrol, and then we have the Battle Ogre, as I noted, has a 6R weapon. Let me check our options real quick to make sure everything is as I desire. Stop for Golden Age, please. And turn on Flattened Terrain for the moment. Okay. So a base built here will work that monolith tile, I just wanted to make sure. Rainy tiles are good for our growth. The monolith tile is great for us to work early through mid-game. We'll likely be seeing use throughout the course of the game. We don't have any water. That's fine. We can get that with other bases. A little bit of fungus over here, if memory serves. The map of planet has quite a lot of fungus, along with quite a lot of water, as you can see. I don't see why I wouldn't settle in place. So let's settle in place. Decision, manifold. As for our units, we're definitely going to have to adjust to them, along with the aesthetics for our units, as you can see. Again, we have a recycling tank. Increase nutrient, mineral, and energy output of base square. We'll see, Putero. We shall see. An energy grid. +1 energy. See, we don't do commerce. We don't trade with the humans. So let me pull up the data links here and see if I can get I can show up energy grid. Progenitor factions do not engage in commerce with humans. However, their experience with recycling does provide them with an energy grid at each base. Each progenitor base facility is connected to this grid. Every 2 bases generate 1 energy added to the base total, rounded up. Every 2 secret projects generate 5 energy added to the base total. Nerve stapling causes widespread disaffection among progenitor citizens, resulting in the shutdown of the grid for a limited time. So yeah, as our bases get swoldier, we will generate more energy. And our yields coming out of the gate from the very first turn, they're pretty damn nice. We have a nice 2 food, 1 mineral tile to work here as well as here. These are rolling tiles. These will be pretty strong even without me having farmers out. Let's admire the aesthetic here of the cephalopod, almost like a lithid aesthetics. We have this 3 res garrison unit already, because of what we have there, and then our farmers look like that, and then our colony pod looks like that. Sure, we can still do diplomacy. You can see the aesthetic of our, there's a zoomed in closer view of the head. Alright. So, where are we going from here? First, I want to do... It has been, you know, some time since I have played the map of planet, and so beyond, like, I'm so unfamiliar with how this looks. I'm pretty sure the Sunny Mesa's over here, and this is the Folus Ridge? But beyond that, I don't fucking know. I know this is, or maybe that's Monsoon Jungle, and, you know, yeah. I know the ruins are up here, and this trails off over here. There's that small inland sea. Yeah, I'm pretty rusty. So it goes. I would like to get information. I'm going to have the Battle Ogre pick this up.
Nutrient resources.
I accept. Of course. Let's go that way. Why don't you go this way? Yeah. You go follow that unit, and we'll see where the road takes us. Indeed. That is a 4 food, 1 production tile. And, the auto system is like, fuck it, work that tile. And I'm inclined to agree. Growing up a pop in 5 turns sounds pretty yummy to me. I don't see why I wouldn't. Let's get our early expansion out of the way. We'll need to see who our neighbors are. I hope, to make the game more interesting, that the usurpers did not end up on this landmass. So they end up balling and steamrolling over, like the human AIs somewhere else. If they ended up on this landmass, there will be no peace Only an eternity of carnage and slaughter. But I'm pretty well equipped to do that. They would get a free respawn, though. Or I would, if I lost.
Production complete.
Alright, so what are we researching? We're gonna go after social psych. Alright. You can listen to our units as well when they get selected.
Indigenous life form.
Plenty of xenofungus around. Naturally, this colony pod needs to stay with this. The reports of attacks and deaths are quite disturbing. How can this be, you alter? Turning on the xenobiologist. None of our records show such hostility from the native life forms in the era of the beginnings of the experiment. The current records do not lie, though, she counters. The mindworms and spore launchers are definitely out to kill us. In the past. The hum of the thought hangs for a while, and you prompt gently. In the past? Yes, leader. The biologist seems very unhappy. In the past, we were the gardeners. We were here only to tend, and then to leave. Now we are here to live. Manifold 6. The whole planet doesn't like that. It cares not for our politics. It just doesn't like us being here. You realize the implications, you alter, feeling but not showing a touch of fear. We are at the mercy of an entire world. It is not intelligent enough to negotiate with. It will simply try to kill us. Yes, leader, the biologist alters. And truly, there is nothing whatsoever you can do that you are not already doing. You put the problem from your brain and stride from the room. Alien defense right there was leaning on that, of course. I think I am going to play cautiously. Hopefully another mindworm does not, like, streak out from the stars to destroy this colony pod. I don't want to scout out with this one. Alright, Battle Ogre. That's all xenofungus. Not colonizing there. You come back here. Battle Ogre, see if you can get on the river. That's right, the borehole cluster's over here. Okay. I forgot it did about that. Let's take the river. This is 4 spaces away from our capital. But I don't want to go further than this, and there's xenofungus in the way, of course. So I'm going to place the base down here. We've got the river. We'll have the borehole cluster to work. This will be fine. We don't have that monolith in range, but that can just be the site for a future base. Let's get this planted so that we can get the value out of the recycling tanks. Rate intertwining. I suppose you can work that tile right now, while the capital is working that for a turn. That's planet. This is the huge map of planet. We just ended up here. You repair. Let's head on out. Another monolith. Okay. I'm a little hazy on, you know, our map planet details.
Turn complete.
Because it has been some time. But I think we'll manage. I need you to no longer work this tile, I think? I don't know. That base kind of needs that tile right now. You can work that. That's fine, yield. The map of planet would always be the same. If those monoliths are there and not generated by a supply pod, then they're always going to be there. Like, you can get monoliths appearing from supply pods, like how you can get, like, bonus resources appearing from supply pods. That, for example, was an addition. The starting, like, just where people end up on the map. Well, that doesn't really change either, because there's a starting location here, there's a starting location there, there's another starting location here. Starting location here, although I think someone else can occasionally spawn here, and this one either fits 2 to 3 players.
If you can discover a better way of life than office holding for your future rulers, a well-governed city becomes a possibility. For only in such a state will those rule who are truly rich, not in gold, but in the wealth that makes happiness, a good and wise life. Plato, The Republic, Data Links.
Let's go after Secrets of the Human Brain. Let's try to understand these humans that we haven't even fucking met yet.
Pod recovered.
This is not a human-robot pod after all, but a library nodule artifact left by the first expedition. We should take it to a base containing a network node for download. This will also end up being 4 tiles from the capital, but I'm pretty sure I want to plant here as well. We have the monolith tile to work, and I don't want to get too far. I've stressed this before in my playthroughs, how I like to keep my bases within 3 of each other for closer knit like support and defense, and that came into play during the Cinder Rose playthrough, the Data Angels that we just executed last time. The value of that. Here, I might put defenders on rover bodies. I'm not certain yet. We'll see. But for now, let's get this planted. The Melody of Souls. And work that tile. Oh, shit. I guess you're just getting that unit, then. I let that go for too long without correcting that. That's fine. 3 res garrison is going to be pretty damn sturdy. But that's something I can just upgrade to later. It's not a big deal right now. Let's wait here for a turn.
Turn complete.
And list of possible... You would have to go into the scenario, like the map editor, I presume? Or like create like a, sort of like edit like the map of planet yourself.
Production complete.
Would be my guess for that. I've not tried.
Turn complete.
Get to listen to those sound effects every time I select a, Yeah, I kind of wanted this unit to scout, huh?
Request confirmation.
Oh well. So it goes. Not gonna stress about it.
Turn complete. Production
There are only
complete.
2 ways in which we can account for a necessary agreement of experience with the concepts of its objects. Either experience makes these concepts possible, or these concepts make experience possible. Immanuel Kant, Critique of Pure Reason, Data Links.
Your researchers have discovered the secrets of the human brain. The excitement of this discovery stimulates a new burst of research. The favored social engineering choice for both the caretakers and the usurpers is planned. The caretakers don't have an anti-ethos. The usurpers will not run democracy. They can't. It's been forbidden for them. I like to work up to industrial automation, so let's go ahead and pick up planetary networks.
If our society seems more nihilistic than that of previous eras, perhaps this is simply a sign of our maturity as a sentient species. As our collective consciousness expands beyond a crucial point, we are at last ready to accept life's fundamental truth, that life's only purpose is life itself. Chairman Shen Jiyang, looking God in the eye.
I am uncertain whether blind research affects the AI, considering how the AIs will focus on their tech flavors, where you'll see like a lot of conquering from like a Yang or a Miriam. You'll see a lot of explore from Deidre. I don't know how well, like, I don't know whether there's a specific design if blind research is turned off. I think it's just something that affects the human player. And the progenitors just have that sort of quirk in that they can pick and choose their own techs. I cannot swear to it, though. Uncertain. Let's go after industrial base, and let's get in here to adjust units. We have the Scout Patrol that I want to put Hypnotic Trance on. And then I have this 3-res Garrison that I might as well stick that on as well. Of course, we just finished that unit, so we don't get to get that on it. We would have to pay to upgrade. Okay, you hunker down there. We have this colony pod that's going to be unescorted. Where are we going to colonize? I see a reasonable tile right over here. In this vicinity, I just need to create a bridge in the xenofungus so the colony pod can move through that tile.
Turn complete.
We don't need to build that. Let's get formers out here so I get some tile improvements going.
Request confirmation.
We're gonna hold off on rushing things for now, he said, speculatively.
Turn complete.
The fact that I set huge map of planet does mean that we have more land to work with. Instead of the standard map planet size.
Production complete.
Let's take the river. Whoop. Probably slowly work on a rec commons there. We do have to pay for maintenance on those things, but it works to build up stuff for our energy grid. So we can pull energy out of the ether. Alright, I want to road to these bases. It's important to establish a road so that I can traverse across these tiles more quickly for military purposes. Step there, wait there. Once you're done, I'm probably getting a rec commons here as well, so that I can grow my bases.
Request
This is going to be
confirmation.
worth me rushing next turn. Do I want to flip into planned? We're going to say no for now. Road. That's the territorial edge there. See the territorial edge there. Probably here. I end up off the coast, but I can always lower that terrain or lower the terrain near it if I want to get that into the water. It's not integral for me to build a coastal base right now. I can always shove one in somewhere if I want access to the sea. I don't want to colonize there because I would like to be able to work that tile. That's a 2-nutrient tile without a tile improvement on it. We also have a rocky space up here that I can build a mine on later. Again, that ends up 4 tiles away. Funny. So it goes. Imdar holding. Get yourself out a Trans Scout Infantry, please. Formers rec commons. It makes sense to use this as a since it's got to grow so quickly, it makes sense to want to use this as a colony pod generator rather than the rec commons for now. We can colonize from this spot. Who can say what the Human Genome Project truly does for the progenitor factions? Oh, 75% off right now, huh? For the Planetary Pack, which includes both the original and the expansion. Consider it.
Terraform complete.
Nutrient resources? Great. Okay. Well, I might as well just continue with my 4 spacing and place a base here that actually gets me coastal access and will allow me to work this rainy tile. I think I want to push down here to see whether there is someone down here.
Turn
Let's keep
complete.
going that way.
Production
Resources
complete.
exist to be consumed, and consumed they will be. If not by this generation, then by some future. By what right does this forgotten future seek to deny us our birthright? None, I say. Let us take what is ours, chew and eat our fill. CEO Nwabude K. Morgan, The Ethics of Greed.
We might not have spent any time with Morgan over the past 2 weeks, but he lives in our hearts. And in our wallets. He definitely lives in our wallets. Oh. Oh, it's gonna be like that, huh? Let the bodies hit the floor! Let's go ahead and swap that to applied physics, yeah? This military route is going to be very important. You will defend here.
Turn complete.
Let's get you out here. I guess I'll use you as a scout. And this, these battle ogres will just focus on defending these things. I could, of course, wield the battle ogres. And I may do that. I'll certainly have to be attacking the battle ogres. Oh well. There will be at least one. The one is guaranteed. Any others would have come from pods. Isn't that where the jungle is? Nah, jungle's on this. We saw that in our LoL playthrough, where I just got this island to this landmass, this continent, to myself. And lived in the jungle. If memory serves. And it may not. Let's go out there and pod pop. I want this base still. We're gonna go get that. Thanks to the Battle Ogre, we haven't actually needed the Wreck Commons right here. I'll queue that up for now, but I may change that.
Data pod recovered.
We have recovered a crude robot pod left here by the intruding humans. It contains important computer files necessary to our rebuilding efforts. The chief librarian is installing it into the data links now.
Scientific theories are judged by the coherence they lend to our natural experience and the simplicity with which they do so. The grand principle of the heavens balances on the razor's edge of truth. Commissioner Pravin Lal, A History of Science.
Note that we have no planetary council votes. As you might imagine, we're not welcome in the Human Planetary Council.
Turn complete.
Good. Let's go ahead and grab particle impactors. These seem important.
Terraform complete.
A crude human robot pod has prepared makeshift farms in this area.
Complete.
Okay, that's pretty spiffy. Particularly with that monolith there. What a good opportunity here. I can... Well, if I'm going to now be keeping with some sort of bizarre 4 mandate, for no other reason than it humors me. We can colonize here. That puts a base on the coast. It allows me to work that tile. 222, and I have a flat rainy here, and then a flat and moist farm. A rolling and rainy farm. Rolling and moist farm. That'll be fine. That is a future expansion location for ours truly. Yes. Thanks to our early game tech pops and probably the extra battle ogres, what's making the difference here. But you can see the usurpers far outclass the other humans. It is to the benefit of all of the humans that these two are together. And whoever is over here gets to benefit from us being next to each other. Let's see, I've already colonized, well, I've already used a monolith with this unit. So I want to ride the river? I'd like to see what's up here before I make a further distinction. Okay. Good. That's done. I like to have defenders out for these farmers. I feel a little, that and I only have one defender in each of these bases, which is a thing I dislike. This doesn't need a wreck commons, really. Kind of wasteful. This base isn't going to be really growing right now. It's a good thought. Let's prototype that laser there. Yeah, let's prototype the laser. I'm going to throw these minerals under the bus. 6 of them. Get out of here. I know the energy grid and what have you would basically pay for the one cost for the wreck commons. Still, let's get that prototyped. I then will, of course, be working on prototyping the attack 4 weapon. That's worth farming up. Okay. Well, that unit's fucked, but then maybe that can annoy the usurpers. Is that unit fucked? Okay. Goodbye. All right.
Turn complete.
Do I care about coastal now? Compared to the interior value of these rainy tiles, still permitting me to work the monolith. If I were going to colonize over here, it would be this spot. Oh no, I don't know, man. Oh, oh, how could I do that? Since I'm now doing 4 between my bases, I can't colonize there. That would violate the order of the universe. We have to be 4 away. Oh no, but if I colonize there, then... Oh! The pattern! The manifold! Everything is a chaos! I'm just fucking with you all. I will want to check this area, but from how I see it right now, I like that spot. And then that spot over here. Yeah, I know you're gonna bombard me. Let me see if I can get you free.
Energy resources. Turn complete.
Okay, well that's done there. Fine. I'm gonna work on probe teams.
Production complete.
Shall we upgrade that? Nah, it's fine.
The entire character of a base and its inhabitants can be absorbed in a quick trip to the wreck commons. The sweaty arenas of Fort Legion, the glittering gambling halls of Morgan Bank, the sunny lovers' trysts in Gaia's High Garden, or the somber reading rooms of UN headquarters. Even the feeding bay at the Hive gives stark insight into the sleeping demons of Yang's communal utopia. Commissioner Pravinlal, A Social History of Planet.
You see we got our 1 energy there now. War is coming.
Production complete.
But let's get out more production queues. Our early game expansion is not yet done. But, besides, if I eliminate him too early, he'll just get a respawn, maybe onto that island. It'll be a pain in the ass to oust him from that. You can act as an escort for the unit for now. Now you can work on the wreck cobbles, I guess.
Mineral resources.
Mineral resources. Let's back up. I'm willing to risk spawning mine worms here. If I'm gonna save this unit, I gotta get away from that spore launcher. Okay. Let's, heal up for a while. Tell you what, you wake up in a few turns, bud. Let's build the road there. Good. You wait a turn.
Complete.
Okay.
Turn complete.
Good. That's been farmed. I might as well solar collector this as well.
Turn complete.
Get a point of energy from that tile, as I'm definitely working it. You gotta work it, work it. I haven't rushed anything to accumulate turn advantage at this time. If I were to rush something, it would be this.
Request confirmation.
Let's get that out. Probably a second defender. And then sit on stockpile energy after that. That way I can see that you're sitting on stockpile energy, and we'll go from there. And the stockpile energy is just a, like a hold there. I don't know whether this early game is going to be me building secret projects. Again, this. We'll see when I make my attack.
Production complete.
Oh. Ended up lagging you a turn behind. No, it's fine. Okay, that settles it. Sure, we'll put this here. And that allows me to keep the sanctity of the 4 tiles. The purity. Also allows me to have that space. As for these, there can be a base up here, or there can be supply crawlers. It's not a primary concern right now.
Turn complete.
See if I could avoid, let me move you this way.
Turn complete.
In case of crimes.
There are 2 kinds of scientific progress. The methodical experimentation and categorization which gradually extend the boundaries of knowledge, and the revolutionary leap of genius which redefines and transcends those boundaries. Acknowledging our debt to the former, we yearn, nonetheless, for the latter. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, addressed to the faculty.
Okay. while I do have an advantage on defense, the usurpers do have an advantage on offense. And I would rather attack than defend in the case of fighting out in the open to deal collateral damage.
Terraform complete.
Cool.
Turn complete. Production complete. Terraform complete.
Planning to colonize there? Okay, then I can put the road out here.
Turn complete.
Gotta get to listen to those sounds every time. You're already gonna be supporting 3 units. I probably don't want to prototype and build the particle impactor here. That's gonna colonize, of course. But I can do more probe tubes here. Let's get this prototyped. No, that doesn't help them. Let's adjust where that is. We can get the second defender here later.
Production complete.
Alright, probe tube.
Terraform complete. Pod recovered.
Alright, that's another network node.
Turn complete.
Vision. Sound.
Terraform complete.
And there's our sea access. Good. Alright, we're building that there. I think from this point, I just wanted that road. I can work towards roading to where I plan on colonizing future bases. I have land to expand and fill in. So, it would be good for me to continue filling that land in while getting my prototypes done. Let's see, that'll be 5. That'll be base 6 I colonize. And this is a huge map size, though. I can go a little bit higher before we start having drone problems. I would be interested in... I'm wrestling with this. That's not a rocky tile, it's a rolling tile. This is still probably better for me to have early access to without thinking about a supply crawler. This allows me, though, to work the monolith to set up the space quicker. This would just be like a production facility, which... I don't know, can't make up my mind. Let's road up there. And I am going to build the base here. Alright. Let's move here just to help the alien artifact get over. Uh-oh. Drone rides! Let that happen. I wasn't paying attention.
Confirmation. Production complete.
Phantom forces. Sure. Phantom forces. You stay there for now. You get going. I think I can continue to pop those pods there. Fortify there, and you've been mostly healed. Congratulations. I actually got to keep that unit. Cool. From the first expedition, that just seems like so damn long ago. An inaccessible time.
Production complete.
Okay, Defender's been placed down here. That's great. Sure, go that way.
Turn complete. Production complete.
Can't build a base on the rocks. Again, we are in permanent war. There is no peace in this alien crossfire. One of these ideologies will win. That is how it must be. It's not or neither, Butero. Like, how could any human beat us? You silly bastard.
Datapod recovered.
Ooh.
Once a man has changed
Speeders.
the relationship between himself and his environment,
No, Butero. They can't be.
he cannot return to the blissful ignorance he left. Motion of necessity involves a change in perspective. Commissioner Previn Lal, A Social History of Planet.
Turn complete.
I like rovers. Rovers are pretty fun. Yeah, rovers sound good to me. Rovers, fuck yeah. Coming again to say the motherfucking day, yeah. Armor the rover, fuck yeah. That will be our defender. Our Transcout skirmisher, beautiful. Look at how ugly that son of a bitch is. It's just not happening, Butero. I'm not even role-playing as an alien. Like, no human faction's winning this game. Since our bases are 4 tiles away, Transcout skirmishers, they do cost more, but that actually does allow me to get defenders into position on the one turn. I don't think it's shocking. They have supply pods too, and they've got plenty of land to explore and colonize.
Production complete.
It might not be going wallers. Let's go after high energy chemistry, and I'm going to open up gene splicing. Right, I need ethical calc for that. Okay.
Terraform complete.
And I want to get you to a frontline position. You are not an exploration unit. I would risk losing you to the mine worms.
Turn complete.
Let's go have a gander. Let's have a chat. Well, if it isn't, still calling yourself Guardian? As I'm sure you're aware, my followers and I have landed successfully upon Manifold 6 and are quite prepared to encompass your demise. It's unfortunate that these other human life forms have taken up residence here as well, but do not think that they can save you. Our goal is nothing less than your total destruction, and we will stop at nothing to assure this. When next we meet, I'll be tearing the mandibles from your face with hot pincers. Fare poorly. In case there was any confusion. In case you had any inkling of doubt about what the fuck was going on here. This vendetta between these two is older than human civilization. These two factions from the progenitors, and it's being acted out here on planet with the survivors of the 2 scout ships.
Project initiated. Project initiated.
We'll queue those up for now. Again, I wouldn't want to go in too early and fight. I do want something that can crack a battle ogre successfully, and an early elimination would just result in a respawn.
Production complete. Terraform complete.
Okay. Against my better judgment, I'm going to tell you to improve this base on your own. Do not disappoint me. Parentheses. Grimith was then disappointed.
Turn complete.
The upland wastes, of course, yes. The wastes that are upland. What happened to me colonizing? Is that something we're not doing anymore? Did we just leave that behind? I remember once when we colonized. That was fun.
Production complete.
Howdy! How ya? What's up? Let me just come here. We're gonna move back here temporarily. Alright. I should have waited until that road was built.
Terraform
oh well.
Complete. Mod recovered.
Forest, sure. Anyone interesting? We're gonna not move twice with this probe team. Again, not again, but I haven't said it before in this broadcast. The enemy can see where your bases and units are at all times. They are never surprised.
Turn complete.
They know. They know those units are right here. In the lore, they're meant to have like a 20, 30 year, like, it's 20, like 30, 40 years since planetfall before the aliens show up. But yeah, here, they be screwed. Thank you, Trance and Alien Defense.
Production complete.
Let's get on back out there, shall we? Defend that. Just sit there for now. Good. I want you to watch over that for me, please. You build a road there. You build a road there. We could use a rover to pop these pods. I'm not adverse to the idea. Or... Oh, why don't we have a problem here anymore? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Failed that movement. Let's do the scout by one.
Turn complete.
And then keep it back. We don't want to eat a face full of an impact rover could still come out of nowhere and destroy, but we're just seeing the location for our inevitable fighting that will absolutely occur. There will be no peace. Yada yada. Paternity, carnage, slaughter, you get the point. I'm just building this here because fun, I guess. When this grows to 3 pop, I'm gonna have to work that tile. And I'm not gonna get anything meaningful from that 3rd pop. I'm probably gonna rush the wreck commons so I can get out that scout skirmisher so I can do more pod popping.
Enemy project.
I saw that. Foreman Domai of the drones has built a base. Godhood's Grasp, right there. Let's move here. This tile needs to be improved before I automate that former.
Terraform complete. Turn complete.
That's right, our social engineering choices were made a long, long time ago.
Production complete.
Ooh, I get to hit that? Yes, they are here. All assembled in the room expected this news, yet it sends a ripple of alteration through the room as though you had announced the death of the entire Council of Overlords. Secretly, you and everyone else here had been hoping that the hated usurpers died upon planetary entry. Now you know this is not the case. This changes nothing. Smoothly you alter the entire hum of conversation to lend emphasis to your meaning. The plan goes forward as we agreed. The usurpers must die. We must continue our quest to contact the homeworld, that Manifold 6 may remain pristine. Are we committed unto the death of one or the other of us? Many on the council look uncomfortable, their eyes blinking rapidly. You can understand their feelings. The caretaker cause is dedicated to peace in the status quo. This destructive posture is not in keeping with your stated goals. Finally, Kala Mata articulates what the others are obviously thinking. Can we not try once more to reach an accord with the usurper leader, Mar? In such a dire circumstance, even he might see the wisdom of cooperation. I am sorry, my friends, you alter sharply, expressing your regret and displeasure at the same time. Think of the usurper cause. They wish to gain transcendence with Manifold 6. We know what happened at Tal Ceti when the flowering was allowed to occur. Destruction. Death. Well, Sid Meier's Alien Crossfire includes the expansion factions, 2 of which are the Caretakers and the Usurpers. The title of the broadcast is referring to the fact that I'm playing as the Caretakers, and that we're broadcasting, like, the progenitors. And they have an easier time than the human factions. You see the fear in all faces, their mandibles drawn tight to their mouths. We all know this, including the usurper, Mar. You continue. And yet they continue on their quest for transcendence. We cannot understand this. They move inexorably toward death. We have asked, begged, fought, and died to prevent this, and still they come. Surely a small thing such as the shipwreck will not alter their plan. No, my friends, we must be firm in our resolve. Death or freedom for Manifold 6. Do you agree? Your words are altered, one, by each member of the council. They all assent. Presumably you're building a defender there that's just not done because it's probably a trans 3 res sentinel. Do I care more about swiping a tech or infiltrating data links right now? Infiltrating data links matters more first. Let's have a look. Has Met Data Jack Rose? That's probably in the bottom right corner. Researching social psych? Yeah, whatever.
Mission accomplished.
And as I predicted, is building free res sentinels. I will not be able to reach to attack that base, though. I didn't know that was coming there, of course, so I won't be able to punish that undefended base. Had the Transcend AI not had its reduced cost, I would get there in time. It's no big deal.
Terraform complete.
There could, of course, also be a supporting unit that comes out there. I could also upgrade that unit. We'll see. We have options. never built the sensor up here.
Turn complete.
That story section mean you're locked out of the Transcendence victor if you're the Caretaker faction? I don't recall, but I would believe so. It's possible they're not, as it's not explicitly stated. But the entire theme of them is to prevent transcendence.
At atrociously high energy states, the properties of matter change subtly, and new miracles become possible. The plasma accretion process is now dangerous and difficult to control, but its products will soon become commonplace in our society. Sister Miriam Godwinson, the Lord works.
The Lord works. Let's get ethical calculus. So that is a Impact Squad 4-3R. That's, like, that attack's not happening. We agree. But that can happen. That can move there. And we can move here. I won't be able to threaten that base, because it will get its defender out, but we'll see what happens. If anything, I can just screen for that probe team so I can get in and actually pilfer a tech. As we continue our dueling.
Bot recovered.
Another one of those. I don't have a single network node up.
Enemy project initiated.
Akizeta 5 is working on the weather paradigm. Let's get in. And we were equal on tech, so at least they didn't have anything that I didn't have. Oh! Okay, so the monsoon jungle is there. But also... You were right, Butero. You were right. The monsoon jungle's location. I blanked on that. Well, I am glad for that. That works for me. Sure. Don't let Judamar have that land. Don't worry, he'll just take it anyway. Can I whisk away into the fungus here? I can. I was also thinking about buying that unit. I just ended up not. So, you're always right about the monsoon jungle being here. There is no joke. I'm laughing because the usurpers are land screwed. That's what's funny to me. Usurpers are in a box. Presumably, Datatech Cinder Rose just in from somewhere to go get that monsoon jungle, because those are not like those aren't her capital. Now, of course, with the power of the usurpers, all of that could easily be taken, and there's no doubt. We'll see whether, what the usurper ends up doing. Most likely, though, based on where this is going, is going to be to try to kill me. I come see what's going on over here. Even though he can always see what's going on over here. Don't worry about it. It is a mystery. Having laughed at that, though, he does have half of the monsoon jungle. And with these two nutrient resources in the monsoon jungle... That's right, those are 5-1 tiles. Without being improved. This base is on a rocket ship. Although this base is the one currently working those, you can see how it's pop 6. Monsoon Jungle is huge value. And despite my laughter, like those tiles? That? The courage to question, indeed. That's the capital. Okay, I know there's gonna be an enemy unit that comes out at me. I probably wait to try and buy it? We'll see. And keep an eye on things out there. Let's see if I can cross over. Well, if there's a unit who's prepared to take that fight, it's you. Those about to die, we salute you. You took one of them. That's the best you had. One. Hardened unit, my ass. I did select that. Cool. I should not move you out as a scout. There's a base here to make use of this monolith. I think I would settle on the rainy tile. I don't know about that. I'd like to keep that rainy tile. Oh no, the distances. We put that here. That ends up forming a concentric network here. Close proximity for supporting. Works that monolith. Works this tile. Doesn't claim much in the way of territory for me, but that's a good yield to have without the need for tile improvements. Alright, let's go. Howdy. Oh. Guess you didn't back up that turn, huh?
Turn complete.
Oh well. Good. Yes. Go get them, mine worms. Yes, both the alien factions present an end for humanity in their own separate ways. Keeping an eye for units coming out of the fungus there. I don't see any rovers. This is all just walkers. There's a lot of units there. Alright, well, I'm glad I could serve my role in helping you remember the name of this video game. Our work here is done together. Good luck in your journeys in life.
Production complete.
Do I not need to have this prototype? I don't. Great. Let's get some impact speeders out there slowly, given the huge, expense I'm paying there. What, the perpetual eerie music doesn't really do it for you?
Nutrient resources.
The crude human pod has malfunctioned and unleashed an earthquake. Typical. You know, we still haven't met any of these humans yet. We know where Data Tech Center Rose is. That's just a lot of nutrient wealth in there. And if he wanted, he could easily go get that all. But what do you mean they don't make games like they used to? Sure, in the sense that that's factually and technically correct. But this wistful, like misty-eyed, like just dreaming of a bygone era is just so like clunks right off me. Games aren't the same high quality as they used to be. Just lost upon me. I don't think I'm going to push a more forward base to colonize. Well, maybe... No, let's not. Let's focus on defending this area. There were plenty of shitty games. I would know. As I have been around for a while and have played a lot of shitty, expensive games in my lifetime. The passage of time just causes people's memories to melt.
Turn complete.
Vinculum. Sure. Formers, Transcout, Rec Commons. Call me later. Keep moving.
Turn complete.
That's the Sunny Mesa. Indeed. Well, there's plenty of games that are released in 2023 that are only a few gigabytes, but I can understand the situation where certain games can go bloated on file size.
Production complete.
Video game industry continues to remain strong and vibrant.
Turn complete.
With a plethora of options out there for folks.
Production complete.
The pirates have pronounced vendetta against the usurpers. Good call, guys. Good call.
Mineral resources. Turn complete.
A pity I never ended up getting to rob a tech from him. Also, 7 pop. Just drinking that in. Worlds within worlds. You don't really produce units that quick, so let's just leave you on probe teams.
Turn complete. Enemy project initiated.
Angels of Lost Moonshadow, the usurpers, like, there was no chance in hell.
Production.
Like, that chuckling I did there was land screw, and also, she's going to die. The moment the usurpers say, we're taking the entire monsoon jungle, that's it. And there's no stopping that. So now I'm the one who has to save this planet from the usurpers who have the monsoon jungle. Great. Well, this is my calling and my cross to bear.
Project initiated.
Not all heroes wear capes. And while I would like to continue to expand, I also do need to keep the military in mind over there as a concern of mine. Uh-oh. The game crashed. Alright, this is probably crashing the computer to load this back up. Windows 11 is not enthused by how this game is windowed today. Well, we'll see. Make that source disappear. Where's my game at? Relaunch the game. Welcome to Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. Autosave. Alright. Wish me luck.